I am no longer a part of the kingdom real estate. Boy, does that feel weird to say, but it's true. So let's talk about it. Okay, I'm gonna be 100% transparent with you guys on why. I think that's really important in situations like this. Um, this is something that was really painful for me. I originally founded the kingdom 8 years ago. When the original idea came, I'm gonna tell you a story. When the original idea came, the purpose of the kingdom and the purpose of the teachings was to be able to touch people and help people with information and products that I didn't have available to me when I was starting. And the reason for that was I didn't have any money when I was starting. I didn't have a bunch of money. I didn't have 5, 10 grand, 15 grand to invest to learn the business. And I wanted to be able to provide that to people who really wanted to change their lives but were in a situation where excess capital wasn't a thing, because that's where I came from. Okay, I can tell you all kinds of wild stories about when I first started, and it took me when I first started in business, when it took me a year to make a single dime. I went an entire year without making a single penny, literally almost to the exact date, from leaving my job to starting business to actually making my first check. So I understand where you guys are at, and a lot of people are feeling that and wanting to change things, but they don't have the accessibility, say, to 5, 10, 15 grand. So when the kingdom was originally started, it was to provide that opportunity for people, which was really important to me. It was a calling on me. That was really one of the first callings that I understood and heard and acted on. And look at what it became after 8 years. It's incredible, right? Which is going to lead me into why I've actually left the kingdom. And as difficult as a decision that it was, the moment I made the decision, the final decision, I typed my resignation letter and I sent it to the internal team. As soon as I hit enter on send, a huge weight came off of me. Because the real reason was that I had been feeling these callings to other directions and other focuses instead of being in the private circle of teaching and mentorship, of moving to the public space in which I can affect and help more people, right? I had been feeling called to that for a year, and I had been fighting that. And the reason I was fighting that feeling was, just like any of you guys might imagine, I was terrified. It was horrifying. We had built an approaching 8-figure business, and now I was being called away from it. And when you put that much time and work into something, and you think, yeah, God, you've never made a mistake, but this is a mistake. I'm supposed to be here, right? I think I'm supposed to be here. I'm going to stick here. That is not how it works, it turns out. I was so afraid because I was too focused on me. I wasn't focused on him and his vision and his understanding for where we were going. And I was thinking, listen to this. When I first heard that calling, I thought it was going to be at my expense, right? If I left the kingdom and I had to do these other things and not start over, but build in another facet and another way and another angle, it was going to be at my expense, and that was selfish of me. I didn't recognize that it was going to be for my experience, not at my expense, which is totally different. So being able to step out in faith and step out in confidence on this, and through your guys' support, a few of you know right now, a few internal people and a few people very close to me understand what's going on. And the love that you guys have shown and the support that you guys have shown, you guys know who you are, and it means more than you know. It really does. We all want to be, the nonconformists, and we talk about, hey, you can't worry about what other people think and everything. But hearing the support that you guys had and the agreeance and the excitement really helped me too, because I'm as human as anybody else. So in this decision, I've been feeling called to focus on my writing. I got a couple books out, which you guys have supported so well, and it's done such incredible things for people, and the reviews are unbelievable. And so I'm excited to write the third book. At the time of writing this, I made the decision about the time of recording this, I should say. About a week and a half ago is when the decision was made, and internally it was, sent out to people. And at the time of writing this, I already have a couple chapters done. I've been able to sit down and write and just focus and pour out onto paper what I believe needs to be said and I'm really happy with what's coming together so far. So that's an important piece. I am focusing on writing. Not done teaching real estate by any means in business. I absolutely love that. I feel like it's a gift. And when you are able to understand your gift and share your gift with people, it creates fruit and it'll attract the right people, which I'm really excited about. And so I'll be working on that. Currently working very intimately with a handful of people, on a one-on-one facet, which I'm excited to expand upon. But right here on YouTube, this is, when you think about it, this is kind of a crazy first video. If you happen to be finding this video and you weren't in the kingdom or you didn't know who I am, so what a way to come about the channel. But what this channel is going to be all about financial literacy and increasing your financial IQ. That way you can pursue what you're meant for without having to fund it through a traditional job, which is why I'm so excited for the third book to come out, which is what I'm working on. And being able to finish out the I've Got Nothing For You series, and you're going to be able to take it from book 1, 2, and 3 and apply the steps and be able to be exactly where you want to be in life. It's meant for you. So that's what I'm really excited about. So between this channel, the focuses on business teachings and relationships and my writing, I'm really excited. I haven't felt this good in months. No joke. The moment I pressed enter on send on my resignation, all my creativity came back. I was feeling so weighted down. It got so bad at one point that I was avoiding God's calling that I actually had to take the fourth quarter of 2022 off. I just didn't work. I literally let the team know I need to take time off, and I signed out of everything, deleted all my apps, and just spent time with family and a couple close friends and just listened. I just got quiet. And what I learned was all the lies that I was telling myself that I thought I was immune to, that I was believing without even questioning any longer, which I know a lot of us do. But what I want you to take out of this is to understand that there is something in your heart right now. You're probably being called to something. If there is a pain that you're running away from, just do it now. Take the action, cut the tie, and move on to your next project, because I'm telling you, stepping out in this faith has been the most confidence building and exciting thing I've ever done. And that's after building an 8-figure company. So I wanted to be 100% transparent with you guys because it's so important. And there's a lot of people that invested in the kingdom and invested in the teachings. And I want you to know that that's not going anywhere. The kingdom is continuing. As weird as that, it's really weird to be a founder of something and then step away from it and have it continue going. At the same time, it's very cool. So it's working through the emotions of that, the roller coaster emotions of that. It's wild. The purpose behind it is to push people forward and create a community of movement and ending financial suffering. And I think they have the ability and the team in place to continue to do that. And I really want to see that happen. So for me, what am I going to be focused on? The books, the teachings, the YouTube channel, the education moving forward. I'm really excited to be sharing that with you guys. And just relaying exactly what's happening and what's going on. Because I'm telling you, if you have that feeling, I fought this for a year. A year! I could have done this 6 months ago, made it way easier on myself. So just step out in that faith. I'm telling you, it's not at your expense. It's for your experience. I'm so grateful now for the pain that it was and has been, because now I can speak on it. Now I can share it with people. Now I can understand when people are going through something. Hey, what happened that you had to leave? And being able to speak on that and being able to understand that and feel that and see that, I'm so endlessly grateful for. I'm really excited for this next avenue. If you want to keep up with it, make sure to subscribe here. And this channel is going to be having at least 1 to 2 videos per week. My goal here in the beginning is at least once per week. I would like to get up to a couple times per week, but I want them to be super high quality. I want them to be, from the heart. And honestly, I want it to be things that we're currently practicing. That way we can speak on it the best way possible. And we're walking in the calling that I feel like I've had, and I'm not avoiding it any longer. I'm listening, okay? As difficult as that was, again. But I'm just so grateful for it, because I, myself, am so much better because of it. I can already tell. And I got to experience, the people closest to me and how that's inspired them. And that's what I really want for you guys.